Right, so this is the second part. The first part I do is on macro outlook, and in this part I just look at a few of the products that I trade.
So before I do that, just the legend, so you know exactly what's there. So the black numbers are going to be support and resistance levels based on trend lines. Pink numbers are going to be breakout levels. And claret numbers, they're just going to be horizontal levels where I've identified support or resistance, generally based on double or triple tops or bottoms.
So we're starting with the Dow Jones as usual. I've got resistance at 45.68, support at 39.524. You know, they're having such big moves, you're getting sort of very wide ranges there. But I just can't make levels up. I mean, if there's not a level there, then I'm not going to just put a line in for the sake of it. So, you know, some of these will be wide. But remember, these can last a week or even more. Unless, of course, it keeps making new highs yet again. But earnings may have a sort of a say in that. Moving on to the S&P, so we've got that upward trend there. I've got resistance at 57.16 and support at 55.67. Similar here, I've got on the Nasdaq, so I've got resistance at 21.040. I've got support at 23.34 and another support lower down at 19.721. Again, that up channel. So the pound, so it's a story, two stories here really. $1 weakness because of the expectation of rate cuts coming sooner rather than, well, not sooner rather than later, but definitely this year based on data that's coming out. But again, you know, let's just wait and see how this data goes over the sort of the summer break before they come back sort of September time. Now on the pound, I've got resistance at 129.97 and support at 126.20. So, you know, big gap there, but it's been moving quite fast. You know, it's only about a week and a half it's made that big move there. You know, what do I say? I don't know. I mean, for me, I think the pound's overvalued. The Bank of England's going to have to cut at some stage. For me, you know, if the Fed cuts, eventually everybody's going to cut. So, you know, for me, this is sort of short-term strength in other currencies against the dollar. But I'm a big fan of the dollar. And remember, this is just my view. The euro against the dollar, so I've got resistance at 109.43 and support at 108.01. As you can see, pretty similar chart to the pound. Moving on to Bitcoin. So I got resistance at 61.127, support at 52.772. I trade the futures, so obviously the futures are closed over the weekend. The attempt on Trump's life did boost Bitcoin back to about 60,000. So, you know, we could see this gap a little bit higher when it reopens later. On the gold now, yep, positive week for gold. Sort of it was stabilizing around about 23.60 anyway, but then it's had that move up. So I've got resistance at 24.38 and support at 23.77. And last but not least is WTI. So again, you know, that was sort of moving higher and higher, and it just had a bit of a sell-off right towards the end, along with stocks and most other assets. So I've got resistance at 83.75. I've got support at 80.69. I've added the fibs on there just in case. But again, at the moment, just seems to have a little bit of an uptrend. Not a severe uptrend, but just a little bit of one. But if you caught my macro, it does look as though demand is weakening a little bit, and Chinese imports are down as well. So I hope you've enjoyed that. There's another couple of slides, and then of course I hope to see you again next week. Have a great week.
So, just a little heads up on my services. So I offer a daily newsletter that includes global news, headlines, my views. That's a subscription service. I also offer one-day workshops. This helps you to discover if trading could be your next career or maybe just a secondary income. But the one thing is, because I offer a variety of them, is I can also just fill in any gaps that you may have with your current trading, or whether it's macro or actual trading skills. And then I offer a 1-week intensive course. That's going to make you feel confident and competent after just 1 week. And that's going to basically give you the foundations on which to build your trading career. I'm going to help you find that inner trader, and that also now includes a free trading challenge. And then there's my Flexi Masterclass. That's 6 weeks of guided learning, but you can spread them out. You don't have to take them all at once, and that does help to accelerate the learning curve. And that's designed to provide you with all the knowledge and trading tools that you're going to need to navigate these markets, and any asset class, whether it's financial, commodity, digital, I'm involved in them all. And as I say, the weeks can be spread out there, and that also includes a free trading challenge. Trader mentoring, so maybe you've already got some experience but you're looking to get to that next level and you're struggling to do that. I offer mentoring by the hour, by the day, or a monthly subscription. It's entirely up to you, but I just want to help you guys to reach that next level time and again. And of course I provide lots of trader educational content, not just to individuals but also to exchanges and brokers. And if you're looking for that funded trading account, so you don't have to risk your capital, then contact me for details. I've got 2 good ones that I use. Okay, so finally, as usual, just ending with a disclaimer. So, if you're already involved in your notice, if not, then please take serious note of this, that trading does involve the risk of loss of capital and it's not suitable for everyone. However, I do hope it is for you. And now, because there's leverage involved from many companies, just be careful because you can lose substantially more than that initial investment. The regulators are a bit more on top of that these days, but even so, just be a bit cautious. Everything that I include in these just purely for educational purposes. I'm not trying to encourage you to trade or invest. That must be your decision. And of course, before you make that decision, you've got to consider the risks involved. And that includes your financial situation, definitely your level of experience, definitely your risk appetite, and of course, only risk capital you're prepared, but more importantly, that you can afford to lose. And if you've got any doubts whatsoever, first of all, think twice before you do it. Speak to a financial advisor. And do that before you risk your capital. I have so many people come to me because they've lost money. I'd rather they come to me and learn how to do it and not lost the money in the first place, because that's just a waste of their savings. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed these, and I'll be doing these on a weekly basis. So I'm going to post the links in places so that you can get to them. My new website will be finished soon, but in the meantime, you can reach me at the email address below on all the slides, which is chrisjtubby55@gmail.com. And all I can say is I wish you a wonderful week. Best of luck with your trading, and hope to see you again next weekend. Bye for now.